Dietitian Dan T here for the Chizle Fuel Nutrition System. I want to talk to you today about the philosophy, the overall philosophy of the Chizle Fuel Nutrition System. There's basically four major legs that this system stands on, and I just want to explain them to you quickly. So the first one is we want to make sure that we are obviously preparing and repairing the body. So the first thing we want to look at is the carbohydrate intake that we're going to be doing. We want it to be, and we're going to talk more about this in a future video, but I just want to touch on it quickly now, and that is we want to make sure that the carbohydrates are a little bit restricted, moderately restricted, and we're really looking at, of our total energy calories for the day, we're looking at between 25 and 35% or so of our energy intake coming from carbohydrates, which is about a moderate restriction. The next thing is protein. It will be a little bit higher in protein. It'll be anywhere from 35 to 40%. People don't do so well above 40% in terms of protein intake. And we want to focus on the quality proteins, which again we'll talk about in a future video. The other thing I want to mention is fat intake. Again, it'll be a slightly higher fat intake level, and that's really good because we're going to focus on the quality anti-inflammatory fats, as I've mentioned before in a previous video. And so again, that percentage level will be anywhere between that 30 and 45% level, depending on what you choose for the other two. So that'll help you kind of prepare and repair your body. And then the last thing we need to touch on is the food processing. And so I'm a really big proponent of trying to get you away from processed foods, because as you'll see, and I mentioned already in one video, they are really designed to addict you and to have you consume more than what you really need. They also tend to be more along the lines of refinement of carbohydrates, which is really a problem due to the whole insulin spiking thing and putting on body fat, etc. So when you're trying to burn fat the way you are the Chizle way, you want to make sure that you're doing it right. So that's the overall philosophy, the basic formula, and I'll touch on each of those components in future videos. Dietitian Dan T.